The dragon archetype symbolizes power, wisdom, and transformation, often representing the raw forces of nature and the primal energy within us. It can also embody both destructive and creative aspects, challenging individuals to confront their fears and embrace their true self. A hollow void, filled with nothing but a deafening static. This is what it's like to live inside a mind freshly stripped clean of the vampiric fangs of opioid addiction. As I sit at the kitchen table, stirring my fork through a vegetable meat stew, a thought shoots out from the eternal void of static. With precise awareness, it reminds me of my new reality, like a spark from a lighter that won't light. Take the fork and plunge it into your right temple. End this madness. Then the deafening silence returns, and all I can do is focus on the heaviness consuming my entire body. Silent static, followed by shots of self-hatred. This is the loop I find myself in. Second by minute, by hour, I endure the torment of time. The Punisher is here with me, and it brings a powerful inner voice of shame. Why is it trying to kill me? I went to detox. I jumped off the ride of drug addiction. I was supposed to feel fine in a week, ready to pick up where I left off at 25. But the vampire of time and memory has been evicted, and all I'm left with is the bully of the beast. It's not happy with me, and it likes to remind me of this on repeat. And as much as I would like to do as the voice commands, I know the heaviness of my right arm wouldn't have the strength to perform a fatal blow. I look to the right of the kitchen table and notice the top of a rolled-up paper bag sticking out from the chair it's perched on. I reach for the rolled-up edge and pull. It's an LCBO paper bag, once used to transport my friend's tasty alcoholic beverages. I open it, and the earthy, skunky smell reminds me of the little helper my only remaining friend gifted me with. White Widow, a cannabis strain he grew from his own garden, and when he delivered the bag of magical herb, he was kind enough to roll me a few joints. I'm hoping that this will be the right weapon to blast away the self-hating voice of this purgatory assignment, also known as Post-Acute Withdrawal Syndrome. PAWS, PAWS, is the long aftermath that follows detox. The body may steady itself after the first violent storm, but the brain continues to stagger, trying to rebuild the chemical balance it once borrowed from the drug. This phase can stretch on for months, even years, coming in unpredictable waves of anxiety, depression, fatigue, and emotional flatness. Sleep turns thin, thoughts loop, and time feels distorted. It's the brain's slow attempt to relearn how to exist without its chemical lover, to feel, to rest, to simply be. Even after progress, stress or memory can trigger sudden relapses of those same hollow symptoms, reminding you that recovery isn't a clean break, but a long negotiation between what was and what's left. It's been a while since I've smoked the devil's lettuce, but I'm desperate for a little relief from the beast that torments me. It seems I have a choice to make, a decision, but after I make it, I'm afraid of what the beast will do. I tell myself it's medicine, not relapse, but I know how easily that lie takes root. I know weed is another drug, and I've been told of all the ways marijuana is a gateway substance. In my early 20s, I smoked weed a couple of times, but I didn't enjoy the way it made me feel. When I was 31, I tried it again, in an attempt to ease off the rather large amount of Oxycontin I was sniffing on a daily basis. The problem was, I really enjoyed mixing the two. They went well together. Too well. But out of financial anxiety, I realized one addiction was more than I could handle. So the THC experiment ended. 10 years later, I'm deciding to give Mary Jane another go. A feeling of hesitation is met with the sound of my lighter sparking and the small flame touching the lady of electric light. Only 3 puffs, I hear an inner voice say. 3 inhales, 3 exhales. I count before ashing out the burning bush. I lean forward in my chair and stare out the kitchen window into the night. The effects start to take hold, and my eyes close. I'm awakened by the feeling of someone standing behind me. It rattles me, but when I turn, there's no one there. I can still feel the presence. Someone or something, but my other senses fail to confirm it. Without hesitation, I ask, "Who are you?" To my surprise, I met with a response. "I'm you," it says, "and I'm here to remind you that you're okay. Let's go lay down and listen to the music."
I want God to come and take me home, 'cause I'm all alone in this crowd. Who are you to me? Who are you to me? Who I'm supposed to be? Not exactly sure anymore. Where's this going to? Can I follow through? Not just follow